And today we're going to look at a modern, new, intelligent business app from Microsoft, Dynamics 365. As many of you know, technology is transforming our personal lives with apps and services that are simple and intuitive and deliver helpful assistance to improve our lives. In contrast, the apps and services that we use to drive business processes are often difficult to use and deploy. Some even make you pay for extra capabilities like visualization, workflow automation, and predictive insights. At Interdyne BMI and Microsoft, we imagine a better world for business users everywhere. One where you can track leads, automate field service, drive sales, improve operations by using modern, mobile, enterprise-ready, intelligent business apps from the cloud that are as easy to use as the consumer apps that help us all get rides, book rooms, listen to music, and take actions to improve our health. So, in our time today, we're going to introduce you to Dynamics 365. We'll take a product tour, give you a brief look at some of the features and the functionalities of Dynamics 365 Business Edition, and then we'll talk about the pricing and the licensing of Dynamics 365 Business Edition. Interdyne BMI has been in business for over 30 years and is a Microsoft Gold certified partner. We have 160 plus team members in 21 locations around the U.S., and we have been focused on the Microsoft Dynamics products for over 25 years now. And we're very, very thrilled by what we see coming from Microsoft with Dynamics 365. But there are a lot of things that are driving these changes and market trends that are happening in how we think about business and business transformation and the applications that we use to power it. Some of these just include the tipping point around cloud adoption. You know, businesses are adopting cloud solutions across all aspects of their organization. The perception of cloud security within a business is improving dramatically year over year as cloud applications mature. 52% of organizations are confident that cloud apps are as secure as on-premises based apps, and that's up from 40% a year ago. And IT budget decision making is shifting from the IT department to line of business departments. In most companies, line of business executives now have the power of the purse strings over the IT budget. It's one of the biggest shifts in application development and deployment. Gartner estimates that by 2017, of course just a few short months away, 50% of all IT spending will be outside of IT and outside of the CIO's control. And with finite resources, as many of you probably have, productivity is going to be critical for your business to grow. 40% of workers' productivity time is lost when switching tasks, switching between applications. This costs the global economy $450 billion per year. And companies have automated business processes, but now they're looking to embed productivity tools directly into business processes to save time and get more productivity out of their employees. And technology innovation is increasing the speed of business. New technology is not only enabling new business models, it's at a much faster rate than ever before. And to be successful, you know that you need to enable your people and those processes to respond quickly to changes in the market to help you capture new revenue opportunities. And if you aren't agile and don't adapt to the new speed of business, you may no longer be in existence. Microsoft Dynamics 365 is a new approach to end-to-end intelligent business applications in the cloud. And these business applications are going to enable your organization to start with what you need. Dynamics 365 apps are designed so they can be easily and independently deployed. That means you can start small with the right fit for your role, industry, and business and pay only for what you need. You're going to get productivity where you need it. There's a deep integration between Dynamics 365 and Office 365 that connects the structured workflow of business applications and processes with the unstructured work of collaboration and productivity. So your employees are empowered with productivity tools that are surfaced in the context of their business processes. And there's built-in intelligence. Within Dynamics 365, Microsoft is the only provider of business applications that infuse big data, advanced analytics, and Internet of Things into processes out of the box to proactively guide your employees and customers to optimal outcomes by utilizing predictive insights, prescriptive advice, and actionable next steps. data and insights are transformed into action for intelligence where it's needed. And it's ready for growth. Dynamics 365 enables companies to adapt and innovate in real time so you can compose, modify, and extend processes. You are empowered to change and adapt without IT. And only Microsoft has all of the pieces to deliver an intelligent business cloud, from Office 365 to Power BI to Dynamics 365. Microsoft delivers a complete business solution to help you stay productive and ready your business for the next stage of growth. There are two editions of Dynamics 365 available to you, Business or Enterprise. Each offers financial and operational management functionality optimized for specific-sized businesses. Enterprise Edition also offers CRM functionality today, and in spring of 2017, the Business Edition will also be releasing sales and marketing functionality as a part of its edition. Let's take a look at Dynamics 365 Business Edition. In our demo today, I'm going to show you how Dynamics 365 gives you easy access to information so you and your team are better able to serve customers and make more informed decisions to help you grow your business. So let's look at this. We'll Alt-Tab over, and we'll come into Dynamics 365. I need to refresh my screen here. And we're going to land at the home page for Dynamics 365 Business Edition. This is a complete cloud-based application. Multi-tenant, SaaS, ready to go right out of the box. Dynamics 365 gives you access to real-time information from any device when you need it to effortlessly see how well your business is performing at that moment. Data cards provide you quick glance metrics on business processes and performance, things like monthly sales to date. And there are KPI charts that are built in that allow you to be able to track metrics like your top 5 customers by sales. Each KPI can be hovered over to see the details underneath. And I have access to all of the KPIs right here from this drop-down chart that allows me to be able to cycle through and see those KPIs. And it's very easy to be able to create things like quotes, invoices, and sales orders. I can go to that information right from my home screen here, or I'm going to show you how Dynamics 365 and Office 365 integrate together. Let's just look at how easy it is to create a quote right from within an email. My contact over at Coho Winery has emailed me to look at a quote for 4 office chairs. Now, right from within Office 365, within Outlook here, I've got some new things here, financials and my analytics. And I can click on this financials link here, and I can get information about my customer. So within Outlook, Dynamics 365 information about a customer can be surfaced to help me better serve them. And with this information then, Outlook automatically knows which customer I'm working with, and it surfaces the right information about that client inside of my Outlook email. So I'm able to see pertinent and up-to-date information about their account, even details about their balance due. And I can get a look at all of the outstanding invoices for that particular client, and I can scroll over here and see more details in regards to what remains and original amounts. Let's go ahead and create that quote for the 4 office chairs that my customer requested. So I can choose new sales quote, and since Dynamics 365 knows which customer I'm working with, information about that customer you can see has already filled into the quote form. And I can scroll down. I can very easily find the items that I'm looking for. I've got a blue chair there. I know that that's a very popular one. They were looking for something under $200, and that happens to be, and they need 4 of those. So I can easily find the items I need, quickly enter the information to complete the quote, and with a few clicks, I have created a quote, stayed in Outlook, and saved time by not having to jump from application to application. This improves productivity and helps me better serve my customers. So I'm now ready to send this quote by email to my client. And with easy access to business processes like quoting, Dynamics 365 helps me to focus on leading business growth, not creating quotes and creating invoices, because I can much more easily do those inside of Outlook instead of having to jump into another application, leave Outlook, and then come back into my email. So I also have access, though, to analytics information like Power BI. With all of this being built into the Office 365 platform, you can see how easy it is for me to go from Dynamics 365 to Office 365, and in this case, come right over to Power BI and take a look at my dashboards and my KPIs. And managing that growth of my business and achieving my business goals is very, very powerful when I combine Microsoft Power BI with Dynamics 365. Power BI provides rich visual dashboards which integrate seamlessly to Dynamics 365 to provide you with deeper financial and operational information. Information like my total sales by category and segment, or sales by country that I can see here in a map view. Also, too, with Dynamics 365, you're going to have access to mobile apps. And with the Dynamics 365 mobile app, you get the complete picture from across your business wherever you are. You'll have access to the reports and the KPIs that you need to help you make better business decisions. So together, Dynamics 365, Office 365, and Power BI help you access the information you need when you need it by using modern, mobile, intelligent business apps from the cloud. Applications which are as easy to use as the consumer apps we all use to help us get rides, book rooms, listen to music, take actions to improve our health. So let's look at the pricing and the licensing of Dynamics 365. As I mentioned, the Dynamics 365 Business Edition is our focus for this webinar today. With Dynamics 365, you have apps that are available to you today for financials and Power Apps. Apps for CRM functionality such as sales and marketing are expected in the spring of 2017. And there's also a light user that allows your team members to be able to have access to information from across all of those apps. The cost of Dynamics 365 is very simple and very straightforward. There are two user types: a light user for read-only and simple data entry use like time entry or expense entry, and a full user for access to all parts of the product. The pricing is simple and straightforward as well, with $5 per user for the light user and $40 per user for the full user. This simple approach to pricing and licensing provides you with an easy-to-understand structure and the right level of access for you and your team members. And the simplicity continues with unlimited file and database storage, plus an included license for an external accountant to access your financials as they assist you throughout the year. So our focus today was just to introduce you to the business edition of Dynamics 365, give you a quick look at the product, how it integrates with Office 365, Power BI, and really provides you with a very, very powerful tool to manage and grow your business. And then we just follow things up here with taking a look at the pricing and the licensing of the product itself. So with that quick flyover of Dynamics 365 Business Edition, want to take time now to answer any questions that people might have, and we certainly can go back into the product and dive deeper into it to answer your questions. So Michael, let's open things back up for questions and see what people would like to know about Dynamics 365.
Perfect. Yeah, we do have a good amount of them submitted so far. So the first of which is, when is this available?
Dynamics 365 is available now. It went live November 1st, and it is active. There is the option for a 30-day free trial. That is something that everybody can take advantage of. There is a demo company that's available, so if you don't want to sign up, and I'll just kind of come back in here to Dynamics 365 to show that, but there is a demo company available. That's what I was using for the demo today. So if you just want to go in, create an instance of the application, you can do so, and then you can use the demo company to play around and just see how the product works.
Okay, great. The next one we have here is regarding cost. Is that per month?
That's a very good question. That cost is per month. So $5 per month for the light user, $40 per month for the full user. And Microsoft does bill in monthly increments. So as opposed to some cloud apps where you have to pay for the full year right up front, Microsoft is allowing you to get in very simply, very easily, and that $40 or $5 per user cost is on a per monthly basis.
Perfect. The next one is, what is the implementation time for new setups and for migration of current GP users?
Implementation time, that's a good question, and that's going to vary based upon the size of your company, the types of processes that you have. So there isn't any one answer for that. It is also something that in terms of looking at Dynamics 365, if you are a GP user, you do also want to take a look at the ISV solutions, third-party solutions that you're currently using, and make sure that there's equivalent functionality available. This is a brand new application, so not all of the ISV functionality or applications that we have available in the GP ecosystem is going to be available right now within Dynamics 365, but there is quite a bit coming. There are applications that are being added into Microsoft AppSource, which is where you would go to discover and learn about ISV applications. So it will vary. It could be anywhere from 2 months for some very simple implementations upwards to further than that or more than that for more complex implementations.
Great. The next one we got here is, how does Management Reporter work with this?
Good question. Management Reporter does not work with Dynamics 365. Management Reporter is a product which Microsoft has said for the GP community will no longer be added to. There will not be new functionality coming forward, and Microsoft really is moving forward with Dynamics 365 on a new platform and new ways of financial reports. The financial reports are built into the application, and there is a built-in report writer, plus you can also use Microsoft Word to edit and change your financial reports within the application itself.
Okay. Next one is, how does Smart Connect work with this?
Good question. I do not believe that Smart Connect at this point in time works with this. There hasn't been any announcement that it will. So at this point in time, there isn't an integration between those two. There certainly could be ways for that to work in regards to the API for Dynamics 365, but there isn't anything that's packaged out of the box to work with Dynamics 365 today.
Awesome. We've had some good questions come in. The next of which is, do we have to purchase Azure for this to work?
Good question. No, you do not. The product is based on Azure, but Azure that pricing is based into your user pricing. So I'm going to go back to my slide deck here, and I had a slide that showed what's included. So your production instance of Dynamics 365, which is included, that's Azure underneath that, as well as the file storage and the database storage. So it is very simple and straightforward in the pricing. You buy Dynamics 365 for financials, this is the pricing, that's it. You're not buying anything additional unless you'd like to buy a Power BI Pro license or Office 365 licenses. Those, of course, would be additional.
Okay. Next one we got here is, what is Power BI?
Good question. Well, Power BI is a business intelligence tool from Microsoft that really focuses around creating data visualizations. As I was showing you, the application itself is cloud-based and is something that really focuses around data visualization. You can certainly use this for creating the row column chart type reports that we're all familiar with. It will allow you to be able to do that, but the real strength and the real power of Power BI lies in the creation of data visualizations such as what you see here. So it allows you to be able to access the data within Dynamics 365, bring it into this Power BI application, and then start to utilize various types of visualizations to create charts. So in my example here, I have a lot of different types of charts that are available, and it is something that has a lot of functionality that's very much like what you would be using in Excel today. So if you're very familiar with Excel, like Power Query, Power Pivot, those are two Excel-based tools that Power BI is actually based off of. So it's, for people who are familiar with Excel, relatively easy leap then to start getting into Power BI. But really do think about this as a data visualization tool. Great question so far, Michael.
Perfect. Yeah, we have a lot of them. And the next in line here is, what are Power Apps?
Power Apps, excuse me, is a way for you to be able to create workflows. As an example, be able to create and connect applications within the Dynamics cloud, or even applications outside of the Dynamics cloud, to help you integrate your business. So if you need to be able to, you want to be able to create something that is not a part of Dynamics 365. I'm at a loss for a good example there, but you could use Power Apps to go ahead and create that for you. Maybe there's something where you want to be able to capture certain types of data in a process, whether that's sales quoting, or maybe there's something that's happening within a manufacturing and you'd like to be able to capture data. It's not something that you've got available to you within Dynamics 365. You can use Power Apps to be able to create that application to help you capture that data.
Great. The next one it looks like here is, how does this integrate with Microsoft Dynamics CRM?
So Dynamics 365 will today, it doesn't have a direct integration with Microsoft CRM. That's where, at least the Business Edition does not. The Enterprise Edition does. The Enterprise Edition has integration into the full-blown Microsoft CRM. The Business Edition will have sales marketing functionality coming in spring of 2017. These two modules here, I'm told by Microsoft, are going to be scaled down versions of Microsoft CRM that will be unique to the Business Edition world. So today we don't have anything that's direct integration for the Business Edition, but there is something that is forthcoming. Now, if you are on Microsoft CRM today, you can continue that usage of the product, and Microsoft has also provided transitional pricing between now and spring. If somebody wants to look at Microsoft CRM, get started with the application, they can do so today, and transitional pricing is available to do that. But in spring of 2017, there will be specific sales and marketing modules for the Business Edition that will be released.
Great, that's good to know. The next question we have here is, what type of financial reporting comes with Dynamics 365?
Dynamics 365 has its own built-in financial reporting. It has its own built-in financial report writer. You have access to the financial reports so that you can place those onto your home page, which ones you want to have access to. And then within the application itself, we come here into the finance area. The reports are built in, and I have access to my financial reports. There's a reports tab that is here. I've got different tabs that can drop down. We didn't take a look at too much of this during the demo, but within the application itself, it's got its own built-in reports, as well as the ability for looking at cash flows, cash flow forecasting, and fixed assets are available as well.
Okay, great. Next question we have is, if the sales module isn't available, does that mean you cannot create invoices?
No, it does not. You do have the capability for full invoicing within the application itself. And I'll just show you that right here. So if I want to create a brand new sales invoice, I can do a sales order as well. And this sales invoicing, like I was showing you inside of Outlook with the quote, the same thing with the invoice itself. So right here within the invoice, I have access to inventory, and there is also inventory functionality for creating items, managing inventory. That's also built into the package itself. So I do have that capability to create an invoice, and I can also create this invoice inside of Outlook. So in my example that I was showing previously, instead of creating a quote, I could have created an invoice and sent that invoice off to the client right from within Outlook and posted it right from within Outlook as well, if I as an end user had access to be able to do the posting. But full invoicing, full order functionality, all there. Even the ability to have workflows for approval of invoices and orders, so that you can have an approval workflow set up as well.
That's awesome. So the next question we have here is, can we get the demo company now?
Yes, you can. You can go right out to Dynamics 365. I think it's dynamics365.com. Sign up, and you can get access to the demo company right away.
Perfect. Next question is, can we import data from QuickBooks?
Yes, you can. And you have capability to bring in your, let's see here, I'm going to just show that to you. One of the things that is very nice about the product is that it's very easy to navigate. And there is data migration that's part of this. A QuickBooks migration is built in and allows you to be able to bring in your GL accounts, customers, vendors, and your item numbers. It's master record data that it will bring in. For your GL accounts, it is going to bring in all of your beginning balances or your current balances with the GL accounts as well. So QuickBooks integration set up. You just need to make sure that you've got all of your QuickBooks data, of course, in order and validated before you bring that in. But very quick, very easy to walk through this assisted data migration.
Okay, the next one in line here is, do you have to be a current GP user to move to this?
No, you do not. There are programs available for Dynamics GP users to move to Dynamics 365. Just connect with your partner, and your partner can walk you through. And for your partner, we would be happy to talk with you and walk you through what the options are for transitioning over to Dynamics 365 Business Edition.
I apologize if you already answered this one, but the question is, what is, sorry about that, what is the financial reporting tool?
The financial reporting tool is native. It's something that's built into Dynamics 365. It doesn't really have a name per se, but it's its own application that's built in. They do also give you access to be able to open up any of your reports inside of Word and make changes to the reports in Word. Probably more applicable to an invoice or a quote format to bring that up inside of Word, adjust it, make some changes, and you can save it back and utilize it again from within 365.
Great. Next question is, how can you import JEs if Smart Connect doesn't work?
It's a good question. I don't have a direct answer for you on that. And we'll certainly be happy to follow up if you want to send me an email about that. I can follow up and look for an answer for you. It's mark.jensen@interdynebmi.com. And that's JENSEN at BMI.com.
Awesome. The next question we have here is, what is the price of Enterprise?
Enterprise has a multi-tiered pricing structure to it. It has a couple of different what are called plans, and then you can also buy the applications themselves. If you're looking at strictly the what's called the operations application on the enterprise side, that's the application that contains the financials, the inventory, distribution, manufacturing. That module itself starts at $210 per user. I just go back. I've got my one slide here that was showing both of those editions. But the Enterprise Edition starts at $210 per user per month, and there is a 20-user minimum in purchasing and getting into that particular edition. When you do get into the operations app at $210 per month per user, you are also receiving not only operations app, but you do receive the CRM apps as well. So you will receive sales, marketing, services along with that. So that $210 user is going to allow them to have full access to operations, sales, marketing. On the Enterprise Edition, there is also a team member user that starts at, I believe it is $10 per user, and there's also tiered pricing as well. So as you add more users, your per user price will go down.
Okay, and we got another pricing question here. It is, what is the license fee for Office 365?
There's no license fee, unless you mean like the enhancement. There is no license or enhancement fee for for Office 365. I'm sorry. Good question. That I don't know off the top of my head in terms of Office 365 licensing. I would need to get back to you on that.
Okay. The next question we have is, can you write your own reports in Dynamics 365, and do they have drill down capability?
Writing your own reports, it is possible, yes. So the report writer that comes with the product does allow you to be able to do custom report writing, and then the drill down capability is going to be there as well.
Great. Is there a way to get access for 30 days to the product?
There is. There is a free 30-day trial with the product. Let me come back here to the home page. And what I'm showing all of you here is a trial version. I don't have anything special. I just went out to Microsoft, signed up for trial, and so there's that trial option right here on the home page. So when you log in, you will be logging into the demo company right away, which is Cronus US, and then you could go ahead and start your trial.
Okay, the next question we have here is, can you use Project Module with Dynamics 365?
Project Module is available, so there's the capability for projects and the capability for entering in timesheets. So the timesheets module is showing here, and the capability for entering in expenses as well. but you do have the capability to set up projects, set up tasks and activities underneath those projects, and have a full project accounting-like module built into it.
Perfect. Another good question. The next one we have here is security similar to existing dynamics.
Security is very similar to existing dynamics and very extensive. So you do have the capability to be able to create groups. Let's see here, maybe it's just under permissions.
Looks like it's hiding on you.
It is hiding on me. So yeah, you do have the capability though to set up groups, to then set up users, put users into groups, and then have unique security permissions based upon groups and or users.
Perfect. The next question we have is, can you further define what size of company this project is targeted for?
The business edition really is targeted towards companies with 10 to 250 employees. And then the enterprise edition, when you get above 250 employees, is where the enterprise edition would kick in. Now, I will say too, we have started to work with customers on the business edition who have just a couple of employees, have been using QuickBooks, and are ready to move beyond QuickBooks and move into an application that is GAAP compliant, an application that's secure, as well as something that is going to allow them to grow. So we're seeing and talking to customers that have just a couple of full-time users and maybe a couple of those light users, and they're finding that Dynamics 365 Business Edition is just a nice transition off of QuickBooks and something that's going to help them to grow.
Great. The next question here is there a limit on how many companies can be set up for the $40 per user cost?
There is not. There is not a limit on the number of companies that you can create. So you have capability to, we come into the company area, there's a capability to switch companies here within the My Settings window, but I can come in here and I can create multiple companies. You can see there's a create new company option right here. So again, this kind of comes back to the unlimited data storage, unlimited file storage aspects of 365.
Perfect. And the last question it looks like we've had right now is, are there industry-specific editions of Dynamics 365, for example, for manufacturing?
At this point in time, there are not any industry-specific applications. Manufacturing functionality is not currently available within Dynamics 365 Business Edition. That is something that's available within the Enterprise Edition of Dynamics 365. But I am told that there's, Microsoft is looking at potentially adding manufacturing functionality to Dynamics 365 Business Edition. Just when that would happen, we don't know yet.
Okay. And we actually have a few more here, and I'm not sure if you answered this one, but what is the differences between Business Edition and Enterprise Edition for ERP functionality?
Good question. We didn't get into that specifically, but the Business Edition encompasses, today it encompasses the general ledger, AR, payables, inventory, sales invoicing, purchase order, and project functionality. Enterprise Edition includes not only that, but also warehouse management, distribution, manufacturing, and field service functionality.
Perfect. Good little overview. And the next question we have is, what formats of Outlook will work with Dynamics 365?
Oh, good question. So Dynamics 365 will work with both Office 365 as well as on-premise 365. So you don't need to be on Office 365. You can use Outlook on-premise, and it will still integrate with Dynamics 365. Allow you to do that cool stuff I was showing you with creating quotes and creating invoices inside of Outlook emails.
Great. And the next question here is, will payroll be available for Dynamics 365?
Good question. Yes, there has been the announcement from Microsoft that they will be providing a payroll and HR set of functionality. They are partnering with Ceridian to provide that. It's expected, the last that I heard was December, when payroll HR functionality will be released for the Dynamics 365 Business Edition.
All right, well, it looks like that was all of our questions. We had a ton of them, some good ones. Did you have anything else you wanted to cover, Mark?
No, I don't. I will just going to come back here to the last page to let everybody get our contact information. And again, if there are some specific questions that you would like answered, you can email me, mark.jensen@interdynebmi.com. That's mark.jensen@interdynebmi.com. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending, for the questions, great questions, and hope that the rest of your day is a great one.
Awesome. Thanks again, everyone. Bye.